Hey everyone, it's Tim with Collect Jurassic, and we're back with another unboxing and toy review of the all-new Jurassic World Mega Dual Attack Quetzalcoatlus. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, we have the figure for us today. I was able to receive this from a good friend here in the States. I don't know when it's going to be coming out in stores, but it should be shipping from Amazon very soon. So this figure is very soon going to be upon us. But yeah, I'm going to be opening it up today and giving it a look. But let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging here. Obviously, it's our standard Dino Rivals packaging, and the figure is packaged much like we see a lot of Pteranodons in the Mattel line, which is wings folded, flat against the card back. Not the greatest way to actually showcase this beautiful figure, but that's what's going to happen when we open it up anyway. We'll get a better look at it. But yeah, back of the box has the figure showing you how the different actions work, and of course that collector's card as well. But yeah, without further ado, I'm really excited to open this one up. I've been really looking forward to this figure. So let me get my trusty knife out here and we'll pop this one open. Should be pretty straightforward. Getting the card out on camera might be a little bit different of a story, but we'll go ahead and cut this open. It's one tie. These ties are a little different, if you can tell, from what we usually see with Mattel figures, which I thought was interesting, but a little more heavy duty. All right, and that is all it's going to take to get Quetzalcoatlus out of the package. Ooh, that is a large figure. I will do some comparisons later on in the video so you can get a better idea. But let's go ahead and open up that wingspan. Take a look. So Quetzalcoatlus is not new to the Jurassic line. We have had a couple figures, or sorry, one figure released back with Series 2 of Jurassic World, but this, or Series 2 of Jurassic Park, but this is the first newer version of it, and it's actually very true to the actual look of the real dinosaur, or sorry, a real flying reptile. I think the Kenner version was very stylized, but this is a much more true scientific representation of the figure. It's going to be kind of hard for me to get this all in frame because it's such a large figure. But the first thing I love about this figure is the color scheme, especially on the head. It just has a very tropical bird-like look to it. Lots of different coloration. We have the bright orange beak, but the crest looks great, as well as some stripes around the eye and down the neck. And then of course the wings themselves have some really nice shading and vein work in them. Then you have this kind of skin flap on the inside of the legs that has a little bit of paint attached to it as well. Big huge neck, not posable. It is tied to the dual action attack, which would be kind of like a lunge and snap with the beak. But it is nice that you can kind of with that pose, or sorry, with that button down, you can kind of get Quetzalcoatlus in sort of a flying neck down pose. Again, very hard to get all in frame. Such a big figure. The other button obviously does the wing flap, which we see quite a lot, again, with Mattel Pteranodon figures, but works really well, very responsive. It's a bummer that the wings aren't more posable. One thing I really like about the species Quetzalcoatlus is the way that they have them illustrated when they're perched on the ground. They kind of have their legs down and their wings kind of being used as front feet. Not something you can do with this figure. The legs are posable, so you can at least put them forward and kind of fake a little bit of a standing pose on the ground, but not too much. Not anything that's that convincing anyway, but you can kind of do a little bit of a pose. But it would be really cool if these had some this joint right here had some 360-degree joint work that we could really pose this one the way we want. But that's okay. It's still a great flying figure, very big. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in another Pteranodon figure into this video so we can see. So this is the just regular dual attack Pteranodon that came out this year. Obviously the mega dual attack should be bigger, which is the Quetzalcoatlus is a mega dual attack figure. So sizing wise, you can see here, again, kind of hard to do on video, but it is a lot bigger. The wingspan is the same, but as far as like the height of the figure, Quetzalcoatlus is just immensely bigger than this Pteranodon. The wingspan's a little bit bigger too, but overall that's right, it looks a little bit like they're mating. But overall, this Pteranodon is much smaller than the much bigger Quetzalcoatlus. Kind of hard to get on film, but yeah, it's definitely smaller, as it should be. These were huge flying reptiles, the Quetzalcoatlus. Next to a human figure, you can see too that it's just huge. We'll do a little bit of biting action on camera here. Yeah, it's way bigger than a human. Get standing up here next to him. Here's a comparison by the head. You can just see how much how immense this figure is. Yeah, the neck just makes it really hard to get all in frame. It's kind of an awkward review, but again, I hope you can really appreciate in the camera and in some of the close-up shots I'll take this detail on the face. I think that's what really makes this figure. It's got a very cool eye and iris that feels very bird-like and very alive. And it's probably my favorite part of the figure overall. The light color scheme is really nice too. It's great to have another new species into the Jurassic World toy line. We have so many new figures, new species that they've brought to us the past year and a half. And this is just the latest all new mold. So they did a great job with this. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the next Megadual figure, which is the Amagrosaur. But this Quetzalcoatlus is definitely something that I would give a thumbs up to. Great figure. I think again that it'll be coming out at least via Amazon, and if you know a store that carries Megadual like Meijer or Kroger, you can probably start looking out for this figure this summer as well. Yeah, overall, why don't I go ahead and take a quick break from this figure and try to get the card out of the box, which I will make you all suffer through on camera, but I've gotten pretty good at taking these out, so hopefully I can do it without damaging the card and wasting everyone's time. Like I said, I've gotten pretty good at taking them out by now, so you don't collect Untitled Jurassic World all year and not get good at taking these cards out. So pretty painless actually. Go ahead and carefully remove that tape. Every review I have to mention how weird it is that they tape these things in here. It's strange, but there you go. That's probably a better view of the figure than you're going to get in this review, because the figure is just so big. But another great representation of the figure itself and the artwork. Nice job with that. Looks very similar to the figure, not too different. But yeah, there you have it. That's Quetzalcoatlus. Another massive figure being added to the lineup. Mattel did a great job, and I'm sure a lot of you can't wait to get your hands on this one. But that'll about do it for my review today. Again, I'm Tim with Collect Jurassic. You can follow us more online at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, collectjurassic.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.